Hi and welcome to our top 5 tips for using Pinterest. Number 1, don't forget to add links. So this is a common mistake. When people add pins to Pinterest boards, they forget to put in the hyperlink in the source section. And if you don't do that, when someone clicks on the pin, it's not going to take them anywhere. It's just going to bring up a larger version of the image. And what you really want to be doing is sharing content that has hyperlinks directing people to the source of that image. So if it's an image that talks about a blog post, then the source should direct them back to that web page. It's also the way that you'll direct people to your website. So if you've pinned an image from your website, maybe talking about something that you're doing or a product or service that you offer, make sure that the source is the hyperlink directly to that item. People don't want to be clicking and then having to search through your website to find the bit that they wanted to see. Make sure that you include that. To add the source, if you want to check, if you hover over any of your pins and click the little pencil to edit them, if the source bar is empty, then just find the relevant hyperlink and paste it in there and then click Save Changes. Number 2, make sure your site is Pinterest friendly. And what I mean by this is, so if you have a blog, for instance, make sure that you have, in amongst all your other share buttons, that you have a pin button. Make sure you speak to your IT guys and that your images are pinnable. This is a great way for other people who come to visit your site, especially if it's a very visual site. It's a great way for them to pin that content onto their boards and maybe say, oh, this is something I want for my wedding, or something I want for a party, or something like that, or a product that I want to buy in the future. And then not only will they have that so they can find it later, but also other people will be able to see that when it comes up in their feed, meaning that you may gain a wider audience than you did have originally. Number 3, use secret boards. So secret boards are a really great way for you to kind of get content right before you share it with your audience. So if you create a board, rather than making it live with only 1 or 2 pins on it, I would recommend adding up to 4 or 5 pins so that all the little icons are filled, and then making it live. So if you make a secret board, add all that content first and make sure that it's full and you're happy with it, and then make it public. Also, secret boards are a great way for you to source content for inspiration. So it may be articles or other products out there that you want to kind of develop yourself. If you add them to a secret board, the person who you're pinning from does not get an alert that you've pinned it, and also you can then hold on to those items for as long as you need them to read them, and then once you use them, we then delete the pins so that it means that we don't get confused. But yeah, it's a great way for you to curate content for using on other social media sites. Number 4, get the pin it button. So you should be prompted when you first get Pinterest to install this on your browser. If you didn't, then you can just get it. If you're using Google Chrome, you can go into the App Store and download it. Make sure you download it's the button that's called Pinit, and it should look like the one here. This is a really useful button. So say you're on someone's website, a restaurant for instance, and they have a fantastic menu with some brilliant pictures. If you were on that web page and you clicked this button on your toolbar along the top, what it would do is it would drag up all the images that are available from that page, and then you can simply select which one you want to use and add a little bit of text and then pin it directly to one of your boards. And the great thing about this is it picks up the URL automatically for you, so you don't need to include that source code and go and edit that. Number 5, use keywords. So you can see this is one of our board descriptions here. We like to blog about blogging, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and social media marketing strategy. Our blogs are intended to be provocative and start conversations. So we here have used a lot of keywords like blogging, Facebook, Twitter, all the platforms, and social media marketing, as well as strategy. So this will help people find our content, and the same with all our other boards. You have to make the board descriptions as relevant and as full of keywords as possible, but always make it written as though you're talking to a person. Don't just make it be a list of keywords. It has to be a full sentence or paragraph to really capture people's imagination. And the same when you're adding pins. Make sure you don't just put lol or leave the word that someone else has put in there. Add your own words to it and your own descriptions to what that pin is about, and make sure you include keywords to help people find it. So those are our 5 top tips for using Pinterest. I hope you found this useful. If you'd like to follow us on Pinterest, please go to www.pinterest.com/zestcoms or search for Zest Communications. See you next time.